Welcome. So the topic we'll be discussing in this lecture is implementing red black trees, right? So last class we have discussed about red black trees. I think for the past three classes we are discussing about red black trees. We have discussed the introduction to red black trees, inserting a node to red black tree, and also we have discussed about deletion in a red black tree. Okay. So this is the code to implement red black tree. Uh, but here I'm going to share the code only for insertion. So deletion part I will leave it as a homework or an assignment, whatever it may be. Okay, fine. So let us start. So as usual we are including the header files stdio.h and stdlib.h. Okay, and then we are creating a node, struct node, with a key of type integer, and then two pointers, one for the left child and one for the right child. Okay. So for a red black tree we know that uh, one of the property is that every node should be colored either red or in black. Okay, so here we are creating one more variable, or one more element we are including in the structure, and that is color, and the color is of type character. As usual we are creating a root node which is pointing to null initially, and like how we used the stack in the AVL trees, similarly here also we are going to use stack. Okay, so that code I have kept as it is, I have not changed anything. I mean the stack implementation, it is left as it is. So that code is just it's a copy of AVL tree, whatever we have discussed is stack. So it is an array of pointers. Okay, it's an array of pointers. The array contains 100 locations and all the 100 locations are pointers. That is, it can point to a particular node, right? Okay, and yeah, this stack pointer anyway I am not using there, also here also we are not using it. Let me delete it. So all these are stack features, right? Initially top is initialized with -1 and the max size of stack is 100, so we set size is 100. Okay, and we are going to use a function called insert, and this function will take an integer argument and it will return, and it won't return anything. Okay, so basically this is used to create a this is used to insert a new node into the red black tree. Okay, and this will be the value of the new node, right? So red black trees are also nothing but binary search trees, self-balancing binary search tree. So the insertion, the part of inserting the node up to that, it is similar to that of a binary search tree. Okay, so this is the part of the code which is used to push one particular node into the stack, and this is the code which is used to pop a node uh, from the top of the stack. Okay, suppose if the stack is empty, it will return null. Okay, please remember this because we are going to use this also. Okay, if the stack is empty, it will return null. Okay, fine. And this is as usual, this is to traverse the binary search tree or the red black tree, and to visit all the nodes and to display it in order traversal. Okay, so while displaying, we are displaying the node's key value and also its color. Okay, we are displaying two things, the key of the node and also its color, right? And here comes the function create RBT. So so it is just the same function which we used for BST and AVL, just I have changed the name. For BST we used create BST, for AVL we used create AVL. Here I have made as create RBT, red black tree, right? And we are creating two pointers, traverse and previous, and we are asking the user to enter the number of nodes in the red black tree, and the user will give the number, right? So whatever the first number that the user is going to give, I mean this n represents the number of nodes. Okay, so now we are allocating space for the root node. This n represents the number of nodes. Okay, as long as n is greater than 0, there is at least one node. Okay, so we are allocating space for the root node. Some space is allocated, and then we are asking the user to enter the key for the root node. Okay, and that is read in the variable k. Okay, now for the root node, memory is allocated, so we are setting like root arrow key is equal to k. That is the key value for the root is k, and this is the first node, so its left child is null, its right child is also null. Okay, but what about its color? We should set its color also. Okay, so you know that the color of the root node will be black, so we are setting root arrow color is equal to black. Okay, So it means this node is in black color, right? Fine. Then as usual we are running a for loop for inserting other nodes. For I is equal to 2, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus, enter the key of the next node that is read in the variable k, and we are calling the function insert of k, which will insert. Okay. After inserting we are displaying it, right? Okay. So let me go to the insert function. So here is the insert function. Say for example you want to insert one particular node, say 3, node 3. The value is 3. Now S1 will be 3. Here we are using many pointers for node. What are they? Traverse, node. Node is used to represent the new node which you are going to create. Okay. The new node which we are going to create, that is called as node, NOD. Okay. And P represents the parent of the new node. Okay. And GP represents the grandparent of the new node. And PS represents the parent sibling. Okay. PS represents the parent sibling. Okay. So BF, this branch factor is not required here. Okay. Leave it. So initially we are setting traverse is equal to root. So this traverse pointer is going to point root. And also we are making P equal to null and GP is equal to null. Currently we don't know. Currently the new node itself is not created. So it's not in the context of new node. Sorry. Currently traverse is pointing to root. Okay. So there is no parent for root node. So it is null. And there is no grandparent also for the root node. So this is also null. Right. Then this is the new node which you want to create, and you want to and it should be inserted at the appropriate place in the red black tree. So red black tree is also a binary search tree, so follow the normal binary search tree rule. While traverse not equal to null, initially traverse is equal to root, so it is not null. What you have to do, if s1 is equal to traverse arrow key, s1 is the new node that we want to create. If that is equal to traverse is first at first it is pointing to root node. So if it is equal to root's key, then we say that the node with the key already exists and we exit. Okay. Otherwise, if that is not the case, then check whether S1 is less than the key value of the current node which is pointed by traverse. In that case, S1 should come to the left of traverse. Okay. So we should change the pointer traverse equal to traverse arrow L child. But before doing that, we are pushing traverse into stack. Okay. Because we don't know when the imbalance problem will occur, and at that time we may need the parent node, grandparent node, all these will be required. Okay. So whenever we are moving from one node to another node, we are pushing the appropriate node. Before moving, we are pushing that into the stack. Okay. So currently if traverse is pointing to root, then root will be pushed into stack, and then traverse will point to the left child. Okay. Similarly for the else case also, if S1 is not less than traverse arrow key, then it means that it is greater than traverse arrow key, because equal to case was already checked here. So if S1 is greater than traverse arrow key, then S1 should come to the right of the node that is getting pointed by traverse. So in that case you have to make traverse equal to traverse arrow right child. But again, before doing that, we are pushing traverse into stack, and then we are saying traverse equal to traverse arrow right. Okay. So the point here is, whenever the traverse is getting updated, we are pushing the previous node into the stack. Okay. So for example, if you have some binary search tree and you want to say let me take this diagram. Okay. Assume that this node 90 is not there. Okay, assume this node 90 is not there. In that case, if you want to insert 90, then you will start with 50. You will check. So S1 is 90 now. S1 is 90. Okay. So you will check whether S1 is greater than 50 or not. Okay. So what we are doing, just I am trying to explain. Say this 90 is not inserted, and this is the one we want to insert. Okay. Say this 90 is the one you want to insert. So S1 is equal to 90. Okay. And traverse will point where? Traverse will point to, first it will point to the root node, that is 50. So we check first whether S1's key is equal to traverse key, no. Then check whether S1 is less than traverse key, no. S1 is greater than. So then we have to update traverse equal to traverse arrow right. But before that, traverse will be pushed into stack, that is the node where traverse is pointing. traverse is pointing to node 50. So a pointer to node 50, actually it's a pointer, okay, a pointer to node 50 will be pushed into stack, okay. Then traverse will point to traverse arrow right. So now traverse is not pointing here, it is pointing to 80, okay. Again you check what is S1 is equal to traverse key. No, traverse key is 80 and S1 is 90, it's not equal. Is S1 is less than this? No, S1 is not less than 80, S1 is greater than. So again you should make traverse equal to traverse arrow key. So again you push 80 into the stack. That is the pointer to the node 80 will be pushed into stack, okay. But now traverse will become what? Null. But now traverse becomes null. But we want to insert, so the loop will continue as long as traverse becomes null, okay. So once traverse becomes null, then what you have to do, you have to pop. Now you pop. So now if you pop, you will get the parent of the new node. So you say p is equal to pop. So if you pop, what node you will get? You will get a pointer to node 80, okay. When you pop, you will get a pointer to node 80. So p will be having a, so this will come out, okay. This is all these are pointer, okay. 80 is a, it's a pointer to node 80. Similarly, this is also a pointer to node 50, okay. So you got a pointer to node 80 and that is now pointed by p. P is the pointer which is pointing to 80 now, okay, right. So it means that after 80 you want to insert, okay, it means that after 80 you want to insert. So this new node will come either as a left child of 80 or as a right child of 80, okay. So for that again you have to check, what you have to check, if S1 is less than P arrow key, then S1 will come as a left child. If otherwise S1 will come as a right child. So here it is, S1 is greater than P arrow key, so it will come as a right child, okay. So you have to create space for the node. So first you have to create space for the node. Node is equal to malloc, all those things, and then you have to assign, right. So that's what we are doing here, okay. That's what we are doing here, okay. So for doing that only we are pushing all these things into the stack, okay. So after once this while loop completed, what will happen, at one point traverse will become null. When traverse is null, it will come out of the while loop, okay. After coming out of the while loop, we are creating memory for the new node, and then we are assigning the key for the new node as S1, okay. And new node's left child and right child should point to null, that you know. And what should be the color of the new node? So in a red black tree, whenever we add a new node, its color should be black, so its color will be black. All these things were done, but still the node is not attached to the tree. Who should be the parent? The parent, for that you have to perform a pop. So we are doing p is equal to pop. So when you do p is equal to pop, the parent of, you will get the parent of the new node, okay. That is, new node should be added. For example, in that example we have discussed 90. Before adding 90 we discussed. So when you pop, you will get 80. Similarly, you will get, when you pop, you will get the node after which the new node should be added, okay, right. So similarly, we are not only, we are popping two times. We are taking parent and also grandparent. Currently grandparent is not required, but still we have taken here. But actually at this point parent is enough. You just pop parent, and then the new node where it should come either as a left child of parent or as a right child of parent. So we have to fix the new node as a left child of parent or as a right child of parent. How we will do that? For that we have to use this if condition. If S1 is the value of the new node, is less than P arrow key. If it is less than parent's key, then the new node will come as a left child. Okay, so parent arrow left child is equal to this node. Node is nothing but new node. Otherwise, parent arrow right child is equal to new node. Okay. So if you do up to this, what happens? So this is almost similar to whatever we have discussed so far. This is similar to BST insertion or AVL tree insertion. Okay. Instead of in normal BST, we have used a previous pointer and we have tracked the previous pointer. Instead of that, here we are using stack. Other than that, the working part is same. It is just inserting a node into the binary search tree. Okay. Now we have inserted, and the new node is a red node. But you have to check whether there is any imbalance created or not. So how we will check? So new node, we know that surely it is red in color. So you have to check the color of the new node's parent. Who is new node's parent? P is new node's parent. Its color you have to check. What is the color? If P's color is red, if P arrow color is equal to red, it means that the tree got imbalanced. Because new node is anyway red, because whenever you add a new node, it will be red in color. Now if P's color is also red, then it means that the tree got imbalanced. Then you have to balance it. Okay. So we are checking whether P arrow color is, P means parent. His parent's color is red. In that case, just we are displaying the tree got imbalanced. And then we are calling a function called balance. For this function, we are passing three parameters. What are they? Node. Node is the new node. P is the parent of the new node. And GP is the grandparent of the new node. All these three things we are passing to the function balance. So where is balance? Here is balance. So what it takes, it receives the new node in the pointer u, and it receives P in the pointer parent, and it receives GP in the pointer grandparent. Okay. So there are three pointers. One is the u corresponds to the new node, parent corresponds to the parent of the new node, and grandparent corresponds to the grandparent of the new node or the parent of the parent. Okay, fine. So now again what you should check, as per as per red black tree norms, uh, okay, whenever there is an two consecutive red nodes, what you have to check? You have to check the color of the parent sibling. You have to check the color of the parent sibling. So first you have to identify the parent sibling. So for that we are using a function called as find PS. Find PS means parent sibling. So find PS means find parent sibling, and for this we are passing two pointers. What are they? Parent and grandparent. This parent and grandparent are passed to the function find PS to identify the uh, parent sibling. Okay. So where is this is find PS? It's a small function. It takes two arguments, parent and grandparent. Okay. So uh, it has two arguments. It has two parameters, parent and grandparent. So you know who is the parent and who is the grandparent. Now you have to find the sibling. How will you find? So the question is, you know who is the parent and who is the grandparent. Okay, for example, if this node is the grandparent, okay, and this node is the parent, okay, okay, then who is the sibling? In this case, parent is the, in this case, parent is the left child. In this case, parent. So below that there is u. Okay, forget that. But we are not concentrating on that. Okay. So we are concentrating only P and GP. Okay. If P is the left child, then what should be the sibling should be nothing but the right child of GP. Okay. Sibling is nothing but the right child of CP. Okay. GP. Okay. Suppose if P is coming as a right child, if parent is coming as a right child, okay, if parent is coming as a right child, then where will be sibling? Then sibling will be as a left child. Okay, sibling will be as the left child. Okay, so this is what you have to check. So we are to the function find PS, we are passing parent and grandparent. So you have to check whether parent is the left child of grandparent or right child of grandparent. Okay, if parent is the left child of grandparent, then sibling will be the if parent is the left child of grandparent, then sibling will be the right child of grandparent. Okay, if parent is the right child of grandparent, then sibling will be the left child of the grandparent. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that logic, that is what here we are writing. So we are taking two parameters, parent and grandparent. With that we have to identify the sibling. Okay, parent sibling. Okay, so if parent's key is less than grandparent key, if parent key is less than grandparent key, then it means that parent is a left child of grandparent. Then it means that parent is a left child of grandparent. In that case, we have to return a pointer to the right child of the grandparent, because the right child of the grandparent is the sibling now. Okay. Otherwise, if this condition is not satisfied, if parent's key is not less than the grandparent's key, it means parent's key is greater than grandparent's key. Okay. In that case, left child will be the sibling. So return grandparent's left child will be the parent sibling. Okay. So basically this function returns the parent sibling, the pointer to the parent sibling. Okay. So So PS now contains a pointer to the parent sibling. So here you can see there are PS and two pointers, PS and pre. So currently PS contains a pointer to the parent sibling. Okay, right. Next, what should we check? Next, we should identify the color of the parent sibling. Next, we should identify the color of the parent sibling, because with that only we have to decide everything. Okay, but sometimes what happened? Parent sibling may be null. Sometimes parent sibling may be null. Okay, if it is a null, we will assume it is black color. Okay, for example, in some cases the parent node may not have any sibling at all. Okay, say for example you take uh, this particular case. Here if this is u, this is parent, pu, this is parent. Okay, this is parent, it has sibling, right? But there may be a case in which the uh, in which there may not be any parent sibling at all. Okay, it may be a null node. Okay, say for example there is a grandparent and there is a parent. Okay, and there is a new node. Okay, but there is no, so this is parent, this is grandparent. Okay, but there is no right child for grandparent. Okay, in this case if you call the function ps, if you call the function identify ps or check ps, that is get the parent sibling with p and gp, actually there is no right child at all for gp. Okay, so but it will return what? It will return null. It will return null. Okay, it will return null. But null also treated as a black color. Null nodes are also treated as in black color. Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain. So for that only here we are doing what we are doing. After finding the ps, after finding the parent sibling, we are checking whether parent sibling is null or not. Okay, if parent sibling is not null, then what will be ps color? Here we are creating a variable parent sibling color. Okay, then ps color, if it is not null, then the color of the parent sibling will be whatever its color. So ps arrow color is nothing but ps underscore color is nothing but ps arrow color. Okay, ps is a pointer to a particular node, color is the color of that node, and that whatever the color that we are storing in the variable ps arrow color. Okay, suppose if it is null, if parent sibling is null, in that case we null nodes are assumed to be black color, so we set ps arrow color is equal to black. Okay, if it is not null, ps arrow color will be whatever the color of the that particular node, otherwise we will set the color as black. Okay, fine. So this is the first thing we are doing. Next, what should we do? Next, you have to check the color of the parent sibling. As long as the color of the parent sibling is red, you need not perform rotation. You can manage things with recoloring only. So we are checking whether the parent sibling color is red or not. Okay, if it is red, then what should we do? If it is red, then what should we do? Then again we are checking whether the grandparent is not a root or not. Okay, so you just recall, if it is red, what you are supposed to do. If it is the red, if the I mean if the parent sibling is red, then what should you do? Where is an example? Take for example this case. Okay, new node is 60. Okay, parent is 70. Parent is 70. Parent sibling is 90. Parent sibling color is what? Red in color. Okay, if it is red in color, then what should you do? You cannot change the color of the new node. You have to change the color of the parent and the sibling. So these two things will become black. These two things will become black. Okay, right? And also you have to make the color of the grandparent as red. But you can make the grandparent to red only if it is not an root node. Okay, so that here we are checking first itself. First we are checking whether the parent sibling is red or not. Yes, and then if the grandparent is not the root node, if the grandparent is not the root node, then we are changing the color. How we are changing the color? How we are changing the color? Parent and its sibling will become black color and grandparent will become red color. Okay, so parent color is black, parent sibling color is black, grandparent color is red. Okay, after doing this change, what should we do? After doing this change, after making all this change, again what you should make, again you have to make this as the new node. Whatever the current grandparent, that will become the new node. Okay, and this will become the parent. This will become the parent. Okay, parent of u. It does not have any grandparent, so leave it as it is. Okay, So again you have to continue. Again you have to continue the process. Okay, like what you have to continue. So yeah, see this particular diagram. Don't see that one, because this is just we are inserting 60. There is a imbalance here. Both are same color, and the what you call, and the sibling is red color. So we are changing the color. How we are changing the color? 70 parent and sibling are made to black color, and the grandparent is made to red color. Okay, then we are changing the pointer. Now previously whatever the grandparent, now that has become the new node, and this has become the parent. Okay, then there is no grandparent. Okay, so if there is, if this is u and this is pu, with this you can stop. Okay, because why? Because pu is the root node. If pu is the root node, surely it will be black, it cannot be white. Okay, if pu is the root node, surely it will be black, it cannot be white. Okay, sorry, it cannot be red, it cannot be red. Okay, but suppose there is another node top of this. Okay, then that in that case this can be a red node. In that case this can be a red node. Then again you have to apply the cases. Okay, then again you have to apply, like what you have to do. This is u, this is pu, this is gu. Then again you have to check what is the parent sibling. Okay, and what is its color, all those things you should continue. Okay, so that code we are implementing here, right? So first we are checking whether the grandparent is not root or not. If it is not a root, then parent color is black. Set the parent color as black, set the parent sibling color as black, set grandparent color as red, because we know that grandparent is not the root. Now you change the roles. Previously whatever g parent, grandparent, now that will become the new u. Okay, u is nothing but the new node. Okay, here I am also using the pointer u. Okay, so u, so this becomes u. What is previously whatever the grandparent, that has become u. Okay, and what should be u's parent? How will you get the u's parent? For that we have to pop, because everything is in the stack. So parent is equal to pop. This will give u's parent. Okay, so surely there is a parent for u. How do you know that? Because already here we have made sure that grandparent is not root. If grandparent is not root, then there is at least one what you call, one ancestor for the grandparent. Okay, and the old grandparent only has now become u. Okay, so whatever you pop, you are getting whatever which is above the grandparent. Okay, so at least there is a parent for grandparent, that we know, so we have popped. But this parent may not have a parent, that we don't know. This parent may not have a grandparent, or it may not have a further ancestor. Okay, so when it will not have a further ancestor, if this itself is the root node. So first we are checking if parent is not root. First we are checking if parent is not root. If parent is not root, then we are taking the next node from the stack. Grandparent is equal to pop. Okay, so if parent is not root, then we are taking the grandparent also. Okay, right? Now this is new node, this is parent, and this is grandparent. So again what you have to check, new node is red. Okay, u is red in color. Okay, previously grandparent was set to red in color, that is only current u. So u is red, that we know. Now we have to check the color of the parent. If parent color is also red, then what should you do? Again you call this same function balance recursively by passing u, parent, and grandparent. Okay, so this is what here we are doing. Suppose uh, suppose there is a parent for u, but this parent itself is the root node. This parent itself is the root node. In that case, what will you do? Are you getting my question? Suppose suppose there is a parent for the root node. Okay, suppose there is a parent for the, I mean there is a parent for the new u node. Okay, and that itself is the root node. In that case, what you should do? In that case, you need not do anything. Okay, because current u is red. If parent is the root node, surely it will be in black color, so it is not at all an issue. Okay, so this is what the first if says. And the else part, what it is in the sense, if grandparent is not root node. No, this is if part is grandparent is not root. Else part is if grandparent is root. Suppose if grandparent is the root node, then what you have to do? Suppose if grandparent is the root node, you are inserting a new node. Okay, uh, say, and the sibling is red in color. In that case, what you are supposed to do, you have to just change the colors, right? Say where is such case? uh, Suppose the grandparent is uh, the point is, suppose suppose the grandparent is the, sorry, 1 minute. So this is if I'm trying to explain you the else part. That is, if the parent sibling color is not red. Okay, if the parent sibling, no, sorry, parent sibling color is red. Parent sibling color not red means we have to rotate. Okay, parent sibling color is red, but grandparent is not the root node, but grandparent is the root node. This if is grandparent, not the root node, else is grandparent is the root node. Okay, if grandparent is the root node, then what will you do? Okay, say where is such example? That's what I'm looking for. Say for example, you take this particular subtree alone, you leave these two things. Okay, here if you see 60, you are adding a new node. So after adding a new node, there is an imbalance. And what is parent sibling? It is red in color. It is red in color. Okay, now if you see what is the color of the grandparent, now what is the color of the grandparent? Grandparent is black, and that is the root of the tree. So what should be the color of the root of the tree? Root of the tree should be black. We cannot change it. Okay, now what we will do? Now, can you change the color of the new node? No, new node should not be changed. It should be red only. So which color we should change? We should change the parent and parent sibling color. So this two will become black. That's it. You getting? So the point is, if the if the new node is red, new node will be red, and its parent is red, and the sibling is also red, and I mean the parent sibling is red, and the grandparent itself is the root node. If the grandparent itself is the root node, then just to make grandparent, parent and parent sibling as black in color. Okay, so that is what here we are doing. Suppose if the parent sibling is red in color, but if grandparent is the root node, else spot represents grandparent is the root node. If grandparent is the root node, then what you have to do is set the parent color and parent sibling color and grandparent color as black in color. Black. That's it. Okay. So this is the code for recoloring. Okay. This entire thing is what? This entire thing is for recoloring. That is if parent sibling color is red. Now coming to the else part. If parent sibling is black, you are adding a new node, but the parent sibling color is black. In that case, what you should do? In that case, actually we should do rotation. In that case, we should do rotation. Okay. So so for example, what kind of rotations we should do? There are basically 4 rotations, right? There are basically 4 rotations. What are they? LL, RR, LR and RL. Okay. So these are the 4 rotations which we have to perform depending on the type of the imbalance. Okay. So how will you identify the type of the imbalance? So there are 4 cases. It can be either LL, RR, LR or RL. Okay. So this is the first one. This is for the case LL. It's for the LL imbalance. So how do you find the LL imbalance? So in LL, if it is LL imbalance, then the parent will appear as a left child of the grandparent. Okay. So if parent is equal to grandparent arrow left child. Okay. Grandparent's left child is nothing but if parent is grandparent's left child, if this condition is satisfied, and also if new node is parent's left child, if these two conditions are satisfied, then it means that it is a LL imbalance. If it is a LL imbalance, then what you should do? You should perform a rotation on the grandparent. Okay. For performing rotation, we also need the parent of the grandparent node. Okay, because when you perform rotation, the child node will come to the top and the pointers will change. Okay, so the rotation logic I have used the same logic what we used for AVL tree. Okay, if you remember, for left rotate and right rotate, we used two things. One is the node you want to rotate and its parent. Okay, so with this only we are rotating, right? And here you need not update the height, that updating height path code I have removed. So similarly for rotate left, the code is entirely same. I have not changed anything. Okay. The first parameter is the node you want to rotate. The second parameter is its parent. Okay. Why we need its parent? Because sometimes when you are rotating, no, in the case of, say for example, you are rotating node A to the left or right, then the B node, which is previously the child of A, it will come up. Okay. Now B should come as which child of the previous A's father or A's parent, that we don't know. So for that and all we need the parent node. Okay, for that only we are using these conditions, all these things. Okay, fine. So here also you need, currently we have grandparent, parent and child. I mean grandparent, parent and you. Now we want to perform a rotation on grandparent. If you want to perform a rotation on grandparent, you want the node which is the parent of the grandparent. Okay. For that we are performing a pop operation. So when you pop, you will get a pointer that is nothing but the ancestor of grandparent. Okay, or the parent of the grandparent. And that pointer we are keeping in the variable prev. And then just we are calling the function rotate right grandparent comma prev. Okay, grandparent is the node you want to rotate and prev is the parent of that particular node. Okay, fine. So after rotating, this is a LL rotation. Okay, so after rotating, what will happen? See, if you, this is a LL imbalance. So if you recall, this is something like this. This is something like this. Like what? There is a node. Okay, there is a node here. This is GP. Okay, GP can be either red or black in color. We are not bothered. Okay, there is another node P. There is another node P. This P is red in color. This P is red in color. Okay, now you are adding a new node U. This U is also red in color. So it is an imbalance. It is an imbalance. Now you are checking the parent sibling. His parent sibling is black in color. Okay, either it is black in color or it is a nil node. Nil is also black. Okay, now what you should do, you should perform a rotation on grandparent. When you perform a rotation on grandparent, okay, the rotation part, whatever that we have discussed for AVL, that is same. Okay, if grandparent has another parent, say X, then what will happen? P will come as a child of X, right? Right. This is P, right? P will come as a child of X. What child of X? If GP is coming as the right child of X, then P also will come as the right child of X. Okay, you getting? P will come as the right child of X. Okay, and GP will become the right child of P, like that, and B will be the sorry, this node will be the right child of GP, so on and so forth, right? Now what I'm trying to say is, so when you perform the rotation, this node becomes the root of the subtree. This node becomes the root of the subtree. Okay, so after rotation it will become something like this. P will be here. Okay, and U will be here. This is the new node U. Okay, and GP will be here. GB will be here. Okay, now U is red color. We cannot change this color. Okay, because it's a leaf node, a new node should be in red in color. Okay, now which color you want to change? P is previously red, because of that only it's an imbalance created. So P should be made to what color? P should be made to black in color. P should be made to black in color. Okay, okay, right? This grandparent, what should be the color of the grandparent? Grandparent, you can make it as red in color. Okay, so make P into black and make grandparent to red. That's what we are doing here. Right, make this particular node to black in color, and this particular node GP to uh, red in color. Okay, because this is coming down, right? This is coming down. Okay, fine. So that's what here we are doing red in color. Okay, so this is for LL. Similarly, next is for RR. So RR means if parent is the, if parent is equal to, if the node, if parent is nothing but the right child of the grandparent. Okay, and again U is nothing but the right child of parent. In this case it is RR. So again the logic is same. First pop the parent of the grandparent. Okay, keep it in pre. Instead of rotate right, here you rotate left, grandparent comma pre. So here also again the parent now will become the root and grandparent will become one child and new node will become another child. Okay, so the logic is same. So the logic is same. So parent is the root of the subtree. So make parent to red, black in color and grandparent to red in color. Okay, u is already red. U is already red. Okay, so make grandparent to red in color. Right. So this is case 2. And coming to case 3, what is case 3? This is LR rotation. This is LR rotation. So here what is the case? If parent is the left child of grandparent, if parent is the left child of grandparent and new node is the right child of the grandparent, right child of the parent. Okay. If parent is the left child of the grandparent and new node is the right child of the parent. Okay, so it is something like this. uh, for example, you take this. This is an example of LR rotation. This is an example for LR imbalance. Here you can see parent is the left child of grandparent. Okay, and new node is the right child of the parent. Okay, so this is a case for LR. Okay, so this condition only here we are checking. If parent if parent is equal to, if parent is the grandparent's left child and new node is the, and if new node is the parent's right child. Okay, so in that case first we have to perform what? First we have to perform a left rotation. So it is LR. Okay, first we have to perform a left rotation on which node? On 60, this particular node, parent. Okay, and who is the parent of parent? GP. Okay, so first we have to perform a left rotation on P and GP. Okay, first we have to perform a left rotation on a parent and the grandparent. Okay, right? I mean, actually we want to perform a left rotation on parent, but for performing the left rotation we need the parent's pointer also. Okay, so the parent of the parent is nothing but GP. Okay, so perform left rotation on this. So when you perform left rotation, what will happen? 60 will go down and 65 will come down. Come in between 60 and 70. That's what will happen, right? Again you have to perform a right rotation on, again you have to perform a right rotation on which node? Again you have to perform a right rotation on new node and on grandparent. Okay, so that is what the logic is. Okay, so what we are doing, so first we are performing a left rotation, rotate left parent comma grandparent. Okay, and then we are popping, the next node, okay, and then we are performing a right rotation on grandparent and that particular the top node. Okay, yes, yes. So see, after performing a left rotation, we don't perform right rotation on 65, right? I said wrongly previously. We perform right rotation on 70. First we perform left rotation. When you perform left rotation, what will happen? 70 will be here. You perform left rotation on 60, what happens? 65 will come down. Okay, 65 will come down, and below that you will have 60. Okay, but now you have to perform right rotation on where? Now you have to perform right rotation on 70. So if you want to perform right rotation on 70, we need 70's parent. 70's parent is 80. So that only here we are writing this pop. Okay, so pop will give the parent of that particular grandparent. So again rotate right on grandparent and previous. Okay, so now you have performed a right rotation. So when you perform a now you perform a right rotation on 70, right? So when you perform a right rotation on 70, what will happen? 65 will become the root of the subtree, 70 will become the right child, and 60 will become the left child. This is what you will get. Okay, right? So in that subtree, whatever you are getting, make the root as black color and both its children as red in color. That's what we are supposed to do. Okay, so after performing that particular rotation, make the color of that particular node to black and parent and G parent to red. Okay. Now actually the child is the root of the tree and parent and grandparent has become the child. Okay. Root of the subtree. Okay. Here if you see 65 is the child. Okay. After performing all the rotation, that has become the root of the subtree. And 60 and 70 are nothing but the parent and the grandparent. That has become child. So make this U the new node as the black in color and parent and grandparent to red in color. Okay, right? So this is for LR. Similarly for RL also. RL is reverse of that. If parent is the right child of the grandparent and new node is the left child of the parent, then first rotate right on parent and grandparent, then pop the grandparent's parent, then rotate left on grandparent and the parent grandparent's parent. Okay. Again coloring logic is same. Set the color of the U as black and set the color of the parent and grandparent as red. Right. So this is about this particular code. Okay. And already I have explained about find PS. This rotate left and rotate right both are similar to that of AVL trees. Okay. Now coming to the main function. Here what we are doing as usual, the AVL case we are doing. Okay. Calling the create RBT red black tree function, which will create a red black tree with some minimum number of nodes. After that, if you want to add any extra node, then it will ask, do you want to perform one more insertion, yes or no? So if you want to continue, you have to press 1, otherwise 0. Okay, if you press 1, then it will ask the node number, key value. Then if you give the key value, the node will be added and also it will perform appropriate recoloring or rotation, and after rotation what is the correct shape of the tree, everything will be displayed in order format. Okay, so now let us execute this code based on the insertion that one example we have discussed in the one of the video lectures. Okay, so with that example we will check. Okay, so for example you take this particular case, this particular diagram. Say I will take this. Say initially I want to create a red black tree with 4 nodes, and these are the 4 nodes 50, 10, 80 and 90. Okay, but these colors may not be same. Okay, when I add the root node, what will be the color of the root node? It will be 50. Okay, right? So let me do that first. So number of nodes it is asking, I'm giving 4. Okay, enter the color of the root node, enter the root node, I'm saying 50. 50 is added, right? Okay, fine. Now wait, now I am going to add 10, but 10 will be 50 is added as what color? 50 is added as black color because root will be black. Okay, now when you add 10, 10 will be added in what color? 10 will be added in red color. Okay, okay, but here it is not red. I'll come to that. Okay, later the color will change. Okay, then when you add 80, it will also add as what color? Because whenever you add a new color, new node, it should be added as a red color. Okay, so 10 will add as a red color and it will check, is it violating any principle? Is the 10's parent is red? No, it's not red, so it's not violating. 80's color is also red. Again after 80 you have to check whether 80's parent is also red. No, it's not red, so it's not violating. Okay, fine. Okay, now you see. Okay, so let me add these two nodes also. So 50, what are the two nodes? It is 10 and 80. Okay, so 10 and 80. So I'm adding 10. Okay, see, but after adding 10, you see it is coming as what color? Uh, 10 is red color, 50 is black color. Okay, 50 is the root of the tree, which is black color, and 10 is red color. Okay, after adding 80, still 10 is red color, 80 is also red color, and 50 is black color. Okay, fine. What I want you to understand is, when I add 90, what happens? When you add 90, 90 will come here. 90 will come here, and 90 becomes what? Red in color. Now there is an imbalance. 90's parent is also red in color. Okay, so now what should be checked? Parent sibling. Parent sibling is 10. What is the color? It is also red. If it is red, then what you should do? You should go for recoloring. Okay, you should go for recoloring. Which one should be recolored? Should the leaf node be recolored? No. This will remain 90. This won't recolor. We won't recolor the leaf node. So this 80 will become what? Parent will become black. Okay, and parent sibling also will become what? Black. Okay, and grandparent, if it is not a root node, you have to make it red color. But currently grandparent is a root node, so leave it. Okay. So after inserting 90, these colors will change like this. Okay. So after, now let me show you. So now I am inserting 90. After inserting 90, see, things got changed. The color of the node 10 is what? 10 is nothing but what? 10 is the uh, 10 is the first child, 80 is the 10 is the left child, 80 is the right child, 50 is the root. Okay. So 10 is black, 50 is black, 50 is the root. Okay. 80 is black, only 90 is red. Right? Okay. Now again, do you want to perform insertion? Yes. What node you want to insert? Let us just follow this particular PPT. So here after that 70 is inserted. So, but when you insert 70, it is not creating any issues because the parent of 70 is black in color. So there is no issues. Okay. So we are inserting a node 70. It is inserted. So with this only you have to check. With this only we have to match. How to match in the sense, what is the, you can see here, as per this color of the I mean color of node 10 is black. Okay, so here also you can check what is the color of the node 10. Sorry. Okay. So here also you can check what's the color of the node 10. So after inserting 70, color of the node 10 is black. What's the color of node 50? It is also black. Okay, and what's the color of node 70? It is supposed to be red. Yeah, here it is red. What's the color of node 80? It is black. 90, it is red, right? Okay. Similarly, we can try all other cases also. Say I am inserting one more node 60. Again I am inserting 60. So when you insert 60, actually there is an imbalance. So it is what kind of imbalance? It is just recoloring. It is just recoloring. With recoloring, the problem can be solved. Okay. That is 70 will become black, 80 will become red. 70 will become black and 80 will become red. Okay. So this is the resultant tree. So here you can see key 10 is black in color, 50 is black in color, 60 is red in color, 70 is black in color, 80 is red and 90 is black, right? Okay. Next is inserting 65. Inserting 65. So again one and insert the node 65. When you insert the node 65, yeah, here there is an imbalance, but what's the color of the sibling? Color of the sibling is black. Color of the parent sibling is black. Okay. If parent sibling is black, then you have to perform rotation. What rotation? First you have to perform left rotation on 60 and then right rotation on 70. So whatever it may be, after performing all those things, this is the resultant tree you got. Okay. So let us check. Now I have added 65. So it performed left rotate, right rotate, everything it did. Okay. So we have to compare. So node 10 is black in color, yes black. Node 50 is black in color, yes black. Node 60 is red in color, yes red. Node 65 is black in color, yes black. Node 70 is red, yes red. Node 80 is red, node 90 is black, yes, right? Okay. So let us add one more node because here there is one more example in this. Yeah. So here we are adding node 62. Okay. So when you add node 62, again actually there are when you add node 62 is what? There is an imbalance. And what's the color of the parent sibling? Parent sibling is red. Parent sibling is red. So just you can recolor. Okay, but when you recolor, what happens? When you recolor, the 62 will be red, 60 will become black, and I mean parent will become black, grandparent will become red. Parent will become black, grandparent becomes red. Okay. Now grandparent becomes new U, and its parent become PU, P or parent. Okay, and this becomes grandparent. Okay. Now again there is another imbalance between this new U and its parent. Both are red in color. Okay. So again what you have to check, parents sibling. What's the color of the parent sibling? Black. So if the color of the parent sibling is black, then what you should do? You have to rotate. So here actually there is a rotation is happening. This is what rotation? Right left. Okay. So first you have to perform right rotation on 80 and then left rotation on 50. So after performing this is what you are getting. Okay. So let us compare. What? 10 should be black in color. S black. 50 is red. S red. 60 is black. S black. 62 is red. S red. 65 is black. It's black. 70 is black. It's black. 80 is red. It's red. 90 is black. Right? That's it. Okay. So this is how we implement red black trees. Okay. In C language. Okay. So the deletion part, I'm leaving it as a homework. You can try. Okay. Probably I may keep it as one of the lab assignment also. Right. Okay. Thank you.